venue minutes. It will be held in room 204 on the second floor from quarter past 11 right after the coffee break. You may attend that workshop with a ticket or without it. So that teaching by Mr. Daniel. Okay, let me introduce you to Yannett Valdez. She finished her master's degree studies in postgrado de la Facultad de Letras de la University of Managin in 2008, receiving the title Maestra de la Enseñanza de Lengua Inglesa como Segunda Lengua. In 2015, she was chosen as one of the first Mexican representatives in the LPP program, which brings outstanding secondary and high school teachers from around the globe to the United States to further develop expertise in their subject areas, enhance their teaching skills, and increase their knowledge about the United States. Ms. Valdez has been invited to participate as a consultant in an exchange program with the University of Columbia in New York, USA. Nowadays, she is the coordinator of Bachillerato Bilingüe Progresivo in first and second semester in preparatoria number 7, Universidad Autónoma de Nuevo León. So, it's going to be a Socrative application and an evaluating tool for managing production classes. So, please, this is my welcome.
Thank you very much. For the people who is just arriving, please be sure to be sitting in a place where there's an iPad. Okay. So you have to have an iPad for this course. So I know it's easier to go to the, but that was on purpose. I didn't want the last line to be
We thought that this place was
yeah. Don't worry, the papers is for everybody and iPads too. So
even if they have this?
yes, that is for you too. Come in, please. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to start from the top. Why am I choosing to show you this app for you? Well, because there is so much that you have seen so far in the plenaries, maybe in the workshops. There are some workshops that I already told you about the ICTs and how important they are in the classroom. But usually the apps that we have seen so far, they are for helping the students. Okay, the students can make a video, the students can get Facebook, and maybe I can check them, that they can chat, that everything is for them. What about me? Me as a teacher, I also have to use my Excel, or maybe I have to use, like in all times, I have to use my papers to still grade. So what about evaluation for me? Is there an app over there or outside there that helps me and makes it a little bit easier? For example, in my case, I have almost 50 students per group, and I have to check them, not only the exam, the middle term, and the final exams. That, yes, the university has helped me with that, because what they have done is that they make these multiple choice exams, and you can put it in a computer, and the computer sends you, the answers. But that is just for middle terms, special exams, middle terms and final exams. But I also have to check during the whole period. What about all those examinations? What about the little homeworks? Sometimes I detect that a student has a problem with a topic till the middle term because they don't talk to me, they don't say it. So how do I help them? Or how do I increase their knowledge or their doubts? Because as I work with teenagers, they don't tell you. It is not easy for telling you. Maybe us as adults, as students, I paid for this course, or I'm here for this course, I want to take some doubts off my head, but we're adults. But when we're working with other types of students, they're shy and everything, and we have that kind of problem. How do we know? So what I learned about this is that I'm going to show you first what was my first problem. My first problem was that I have a big class or large class. What does that mean? That is what I want you to tell me, because I need to know a little bit about your background. So we're going to have there in your handout, if you can check it out. The handout that I give you first, it has more like a table, divided in 4 parts, all right? And it has a question at the top. And number 1 in the instruction says, what do you think is a large class for you? And from that, I'm going to start saying 2 things. I know that you as teachers and very intelligent people that you are, I know that that square is like, I have to answer it right now, but easy, easy. You don't have to. We're just going to answer the first two parts, the ones on the top. Okay, so we're going to answer the question first. Okay, what is a large class for you? All right, and the second thing that you're going to check is the first two parts, advantages and disadvantages. Yes, there are advantages of a large class. But for this, and I know that it's Sunday, and I know that you're sleepy, okay, we're going to make teams. So, I'm thinking that we're 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, should we work in pairs or in pairs of 3, like in the soap opera? 3. Okay. Okay, it could be teams of 3 or 4. Okay, so get together, choose where you want to work with. All right. Don't leave anybody out. Okay. All right. You're not going to use your iPad so far. Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask you because I know that it's very common in workshops that, yeah, I was working with her, but I have no idea what is her name. So introduce yourself, talk a little bit about you, all right? I'm not going to ask you that, so don't worry. But at least you will know who you're talking to. And then you can answer the questions that I ask you, all right? I'm going to give you 5 minutes for that, okay? Yeah. Introduce yourself and ask yourself, and if you have any questions, tell me.
So the definition of what is I know as the
Welcome. Can you get together with somebody? Be sure that you have an iPad. You can work together. It's not taken. Either you can work with
But for example,
yeah, these one and these two. Okay, so let's go with this. So, okay, for you to be like 40 students is too much, for you to be 20, because like for here in Relaciones it's not very big, 20 for me is too much, for example. So we can see the differences, okay? So, and then we're going to check the characteristics. Okay, so Even though it's many students.
Okay, teachers, you have 1 minute.
So, come on. I know that you like each other very much. So, come
It's impossible for us to check.
Well, I think that we evaluate all of them.
The evaluation is difficult.
We form teams. Very good. Chair. Very good. Yeah, this is like and I just take notes. You know, but maybe you have a very good memory and you can see that. Okay, teachers, time's up. Okay, I know that you like each other very much, but time is coming and we need to share. Okay, so tell me, what are your thoughts about what is a large class? We're going to share. Okay, I know that now you know a little bit about each other. Maybe you should talk about your classes and everything. But let's talk about you guys. What do you think is a large class?
30 kids and more.
30 kids and more. And what will be a definition for you guys about a large class? What are the characteristics that come to your mind? 30 students for him is too much. So what are the characteristics of these kind of groups?
Noisy.
They're noisy. Yes, a lot of minds in head, very different ways of thinking.
Too many different types of
Oh my God, yes.
in the same group.
Yes, and the different rhythm, all right? If you make them
Different
write something,
varieties.
make examples, you're going to see the fast one and you're going to see the one that is always making questions, the joker, the talkative, the hyperactive.
Oh, yeah.
There is too much. There is too much to handle as a teacher.
Yeah.
All right, so I look for it, and yeah, what we talk about, I think most of you, as I saw, it was a large class. Many teachers said is too many students to learn their names at the end of the semester, all right, or at the end of the term. That is the first thing that you see your students on the whole, and you're like, hi teacher, hi.
Yeah.
You know the phrase, but you are usually badly enough, we teachers usually remember the names of the students who are very participative, who are very good in grades, and the bad ones. You know, the ones who always make you headaches.
Yeah.
But the ones who are regular, that usually don't raise their hand or they don't participate, it's difficult for me to identify them. So you see them on the whole, and they like your class, and they want to say hello to you. You're like, ah, nice, but you remember me? Sure, I remember your face, but I don't remember your name. So it's very difficult for me. If I had maybe 10 students, 15 students, maybe I would remember your name, you know? So it could be this or this.
Oh my goodness.
You know? This is like, teacher told me that is a conference. No, but there are classrooms like that.
Yes.
You know, there are like 100 students just for one class, and it's more like a lecture. I cannot make them participate. Making teams is difficult. So what happens? A class is defined by the number of students being taught as an individual teacher of the course in the classroom. So how difficult is that? Now, talking to the second part of what I asked you to do, yes, disadvantages, many. We always think about the bad things. But have you had a small class? What is the difference between having a big class? Okay, did you find anything special about having a big class, a large class?
Bigger parties.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
You never get bored.
That's one of the things. I appreciate that too. It's always there's something to do. You know,
Yeah.
checking that student, he has a question, the other one. So you cannot be like, okay, finish the exercise. Let me check my Facebook. You don't have time for that. You know, you are always, you know, very entertaining. All right. Anything else? Good advantage of having a big or large class?
Student preparation.
Could be in a regular class, for example, here in Relaciones Culturales, they all have the same level of English, so you don't have difficulties. But what about in a public school? Maybe I went to Relaciones Culturales and I'm taking your class and I already know English, and there are students who have no possibilities or have never seen an English class in their life. Okay, so you have the different levels, all right? And of course, the one who already knows, they're like very participative, and the one who doesn't know, I don't want to say anything, but I'm eager to understand. Any other advantage? Thank you very much. Anything else? Advantages? Come on, guys. Do the
Promotes teamwork.
That is the thing. Like right now, teamwork. You know, it's very different when you have 15 students and they make their little groups, maybe three, you know. But in a large group, you have many ideas. For example, okay, you guys, okay, I'm going to take one of you and you're going to sit here, you move there. No, what? Come on. And you have, okay, by roll number, we're going to set boys versus girls. You have a lot of things to do. So it is, it gives you a lot of things to work with, okay? What about disadvantages? Come on, let it out. Let it out. Come on.
No order.
No, yeah, it's a lot of problems with behavior. You know, a lot of talkative
And I also
people.
think, again, like you said, English levels. Someone doesn't know anything, another person knows everything.
And they finish the task beforehand, and they start to talk, and they distract the ones who don't know.
Yeah.
That is the thing, the disadvantage. Another grading. The problem that we're choosing right now. We have a lot of problems with grading. Yeah, you know, I have 40 students, 50 students, and I got like 3 groups of 50 students. Oh my God. And I have to grade them individually, maybe sometimes in teams, but
And providing feedback for them.
yeah, for example.
Yeah, or to give them the attention that they need.
Yeah, because sometimes I tell you, I am in the middle term and I just figured it out that he doesn't understand, this person doesn't understand that topic. And because in the exercises he was doing good, but without the book, he forgets, so he gets very nervous. Or talking is not his deal, you know, that okay, you're going to talk. I don't want to, I'm very embarrassed, I don't speak English very well, and then you start with the thing, you know. When you have a smaller class, it's not so embarrassing, you know. But when you have a big class and you start, you know, come on, don't say cheat or this chair, and you start correcting people, it's kind of difficult. So the thing is here, these are the advantages that I found. It's very similar to what you said. Always full of energy and enthusiasm, always a lot more sharing ideas. Usually when you have a small class, maybe they have the same ideas. More exchange of views, as you said. Okay, the teacher doesn't feel lazy at all. You have a lot of work to do. There's always someone for everything. I told you, the joker, the talkative, the hyperactive, the lazy one, the sleepy one. Better competition with the students, you know, because the ones who know English, they want to get better, and the ones who don't know English, they get help maybe for their friends that they have, they know English. So you see a lot of cooperative work, you know, collaboration with the team, as you just do right now. You just share, and you get to a better, wider idea. Okay, better preparation for college environment. Usually when you are in a private school, it's very difficult when you go to college, because in college there are bigger classes. Okay, disadvantages, Well, you already mentioned it's difficult for the teacher to remember the names, and value enough, it's very difficult for us teachers because individuality is very important for us as humans, as students. If you talk to me after the workshop, you know, you see me in, I don't know, in a mall or whatever, and you're like, Teacher Yannett? Yes, I was in your workshop. And I was like, yeah, you! I remember you! And it would be like, you don't remember me? Come on, I was talking all the time. You know? How can you forget? You know, and then you're like, you know? So many teachers might feel anxious. Yes, you are like, oh my God, I'm going to group 104. Okay. I can do it because you know they're noisy and there's candles there. So you get anxious about that. It is hard for teachers to reach their aims